Josh and the big law. Remember how God helped the slaves escape Egypt? He had a special place for them to go called the Promised Land. But unfortunately, as they got closer to the Promised Land, the Israelites started doing things their way and ignoring God's rules. When they happened, things got a little goofy, so God let them wander in the desert for a little while, about 40 years. When God decided the Israelites were ready to go into their new land, He chose Joshua to be their leader. Off they went until, boom, they bumped right into the huge wall blocking the land called Jericho. 2 French peas were standing guard on the wall. "Who are you?" they asked. "I am Joshua, and these are the children of Israel. God has given us this land for our new home. So you're going to have to leave?" The French peas just laughed. "Go away, you tiny pickle," they said to Joshua. One of the soldiers laughed so hard he knocked a cup full of slushy right on their heads. Joshua decided to ask God what to do. The answer he got wasn't something the Israelites expected. God told Joshua to have the Israelites march around the city every day for 7 days. Jimmy and Jerry Gard thought that was crazy, so they came up with their own way to bring down the walls of Jericho. The one entered 3,000. That's when Junior Asparagus stood up and said, "God gave us directions and we're ignoring them. Things always work out better when we do things God's way instead of our way." So the next 7 days, the Israelites marched around the walls of Jericho, even when the pea guards dropped slushies on them. The Israelites followed God's plan and did exactly what God said. On the 7th day, they marched around Jericho 7 times, while the Israelites blew their horns. With one final trumpet blast, the people shouted, and there was a great rumbling. The walls fell down, just as God has promised. Now the Israelites could enter the Promised Land. "You see," Joshua explained, "sometimes God asks us to do things that don't make sense to us. But when we remember that God loves us and wants what's best for us, we can be sure that His way is the best way." The end.